We like to take stuff that isn't supposed to be one way and then make it the way that we want it to be. The RevMax motor, right from the factory, is at like 150 plus horsepower, arguably one of their most powerful engine formats.
We like to let all the individual pieces work together, but also speak for themselves at the same time, as opposed to just bolting a bunch of fancy to it and painting it really loud. It's not what we do.
We started FXR Division in 2013, primarily building parts and working on FXRs. We're the first group to do M8 FXRs and cram a big M8 motor into an FXR frame and actually have a riding bike go down the road. In part, that's what this Pan America build was. Taking it and destroying it and then bringing it back our way.
So this is a 2022 Pan America Special. It's kind of the idea with this is take a new platform and make it a performance touring bike. It is a great starting point as it is. I know that as an on-road bike, it is pretty special. Just do something outside of the box, which is kind of what we've known to do anyway, and just take it into our realm. I've designed and are machining an entire new billet rear subframe that will house our sport touring fender as well as our sport touring bags. I'm making a new gas tank for it with the reason that this whole new airbox is here. Our buddy Brian at TPJ Customs is helping us out a lot with this stuff, so he machined all of the new airbox. So this lowers everything down tremendously underneath the gas tank and allows me to get a lot more fuel capacity in here without having to have the tank be so massive and wide in the front and so tall.
I've known Brian for a long time, for many years, was a staple in the industry, and as far as a builder, fabricator, bike designer, all that kind of stuff. He had just gotten a new CNC machine and was looking to kind of figure some things out, cut his teeth, and he's done a phenomenal job, especially considering that he's had this machine, not even quite a year, and he's turning out this level of work and design.
What goes into the machining process is we have an idea or some measurements that we take off the bike. We have to go into the computer and draw it up on the computer in CAD. So one little part, could take a day and a half sometimes to even get to the position to cut it. The subframe, that was a 5.5-hour runtime because it started out as a 55 piece of aluminum that was 16 inches long, 13 inches wide, 3 inches deep. And we had to take all that material away to get to a 4.5-pound piece. I mean, I want to say there was about 57 different actions that it had to do. There was like 38 different tool changes. That's where all the magic happens, actually. Everybody thinks you just hit start and it goes, but it's the days and days of preparation for that stuff to actually work out. Nobody understands quite what it takes until they see it. And then they're amazed that it takes so many things.
He is as detail-oriented and as concerned about the final product as we are. Most people don't go that far because it's not cost-effective. You can't try and change an entire motorcycle into something it's not supposed to be and then cut corners on little things like that. Like, every single detail has to be on point. We don't know how to half-step on anything. Everything that we do has to be to the nines as far as we can take it, and we're always fighting the clock, that's standard with any build. It doesn't matter what you're doing. No matter if you think you have a million years, it's never enough time.
I think this bike hits on so many different levels and so many different genres. You get like a performance street bike with a performance touring bike with something that nobody's ever seen before, because we took a format and totally changed it and re-envisioned it. It doesn't look forced. It looks exactly how it's supposed to look.
So take a shot, come come see what you're made of. It's
To start, we took the factory mag wheels, two-tone powder coated with a bronze outer lip, Olin's FXR, performance inverted tubes to go with it. Rotors are 13-inch bare knuckle performance rotors. Handlebars are FXR Division. We went to Saddlemen and spent 3 days out there with their design team, cutting and designing this particular seat. Anything that is raw billet, we wanted everyone to see just how much work went into custom parts and design on this, so we wanted everything to stay raw and speak for itself. Justin designed this whole stainless steel, all pie cut custom exhaust. Paint is from Andy at Flying Iron Designs. It flops in the sun and dances quite a bit. We have a vision and he always surprises us.
Ultimately, things like this are just to play our part in helping to push the industry forward. So, and Born Free is a huge part of that, and it's done a fantastic job of giving us a showcase for that, pushing ourselves forward, pushing our peers forward, so they see this and they go, all right, well, we got to step up too. And then when they do something, we have the same response. All right, well, you know, we got to better what they did or what we did last. So it's just constantly about forward motion in the industry and doing our part to put back into it, help it move.